to Brows and Hose podcast. We don't know what episode this is going to be yet. No. Welcome. So we've launched already, obviously, but we've launched now. We haven't recorded. You know, we're not talking about the launching. We've actually launched now.
It's happened now.
So if you're watching this, then you better have subscribed to us. All you got to do is click the subscribe under this video. Okay, you can put a little subscribe thing here.
I can, but I can't put the button there.
What? No, not the button, but like a little GIF. A GIF. Mm-hmm. Just here, look. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah.
It's cute, isn't it?
I'm going to put something there that's not subscribing.
Don't tell me. So if you could subscribe, if you like us, give us a like.
If you don't like us,
yeah,
piss off.
No, we don't want anyone that doesn't like us here anyway, do we?
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Piss
no
off.
hate.
No.
We have also we're launched on Patreon now, so we are on patreon.com/Brows and Hose Pod.
We are.
Wow, I got that good then. What is that? Sorry, I've got a little crusty thing under my foot. So we've got an episode on there, haven't we, at the moment? That no one else has seen yet. So because we're just trying to build up our Patreons. It's a very good episode. It's probably our longest one, is it?
Yeah, I think it's pushing 2 hours.
Yeah, nearly 2 hours. 2 hours worth of comedy gold, some funny shit on there.
If you've seen the Porn Brain Reel.
Oh yeah, the Porn Brain Reel. That's the episode with Porn Brain in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's on Patreon, episode 1 of the Patreon, and it's called Porn Brain. So if you go on to patreon.com/Brows and Hose Pod, you will find us on there. You can subscribe, you can be our Patreon, you're our fan.
Yeah.
For
our fans.
As little as £3 a month.
It's nothing really, content.
Is it? We're going to put another one on there.
There'll be another one on Thursday.
That's going on there, and we're going to put some more bits and bobs on there, aren't we, for everyone, so that you've got a collection of things to catch up on when you go on there.
Lucky you.
Yeah, so we've had a lovely time, haven't we?
Yeah, we haven't really been apart.
We haven't.
I like it that way. I like it that way. I like you. I like you. Yeah, what have we done?
So we got invited to the Have a Word Arena tour. Well, it's not a tour, sorry. It's Have a Word's podcast arena show at the M&S Bank Arena.
It was very, very good.
There was lots and thousands of people there. It was a very good turnout. 5 was playing.
3 of the 5.
3 out of 5.
3 were playing.
Yeah, they were good.
They were very good.
I think.
Oh, it took me back to my youth. Me and my sister made a dance.
See, I would have thought that there wasn't your youth. Because they were my youth.
Yeah, but they probably weren't my actual youth.
You was 5.
Always listened to. I was 5 when I was listening to 5.
3 or 5.
Yeah. So, me and my sister made a dance to that.
I think the best ones were there. So I'm going to embarrass myself here, but Scott was one, weren't he?
Oh, see, no, I don't know who they are.
Oh, you don't?
No, sorry.
Scott was there. I think it's Scott. You know the one who had the one out of 5 who had the Bart Simpson hair. He had like little spiky things.
I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah. You don't know 5 then?
No, I know 5's music.
I'm sure his name was Scott anyway. Well, he was there.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember the other 2, but they were the best ones.
Were they?
Yeah, the quiet one. The quiet mixed race lad.
I don't know what you're on about.
He was there. And the one with the curtains. He used to have like blonde curtains. I can't remember his name.
No, I don't know who you're on about.
Yeah. So, but they were very good. And Adam Rowe was very good. So was Dan. So was all the other lads that were there.
Everyone was brilliant.
So me, Katie and Lisa Crockett. Hello, Lisa. We went and we had a ball.
My feet were in bits though.
Katie looked like
For
a fucking.
fuck's sake.
She was like a flocking.
A
A fucking flamingo.
I looked like
just like walking.
I felt like Mr. Tumnus. Like, so I was all like dressed on the top half, and then my bottom half just fucking fell to bits.
Because you're not a girl, you're not a dressy up girl, are you?
I'm not, but like I try to make an effort because I do like
but
dressing up sometimes.
But your face is like. It's like, please, just fucking put some Dr. Martens on, you slag.
Okay, well, I did. And then you and Paul were like, nah, you should put on what you had on first. I tried on like 4 different outfits and you were like, you look like a fisherman.
Look, right. She had this really sexy, like, suit type outfit on. And then she doubted herself. But I say to you, if you're uncomfortable and you look sad in your face, like you've just shit your pants, then don't.
That wasn't me doubting myself. That was just me saying, I'm uncomfortable, I need to change. But then when you lot were like, no to that. And then I brought 5 pairs of shoes and none of them fucking worked.
How many pairs of shoes?
5. 5 pairs of shoes.
Not 3 out of 5.
Not 3 out of 5. I brought 5 pairs of shoes and I wore these very, very nice Prada heels, right? But my feet are tiny and they were a bit too big.
But she was walking like this.
I only realised once it was too late. Somehow, right, my toes were like this in the end of the fucking shoe.
It's because they slid down. Your foot slid down because they were too big.
Mate, I had two insoles in each shoe and they were still flapping off at the back and it was icy as fuck as well. So it was, it was a shit show for me.
Just don't do it again.
I won't do it. I won't do it again. And I did say this. I said this last time when we went to supper club. I said, "Don't let me do this again."
Did you? I don't remember that.
Not to you, but
who did you say it to?
Callum. Oh, Callum. I was moaning about it, and here I am doing it again.
Yeah, just be you, innit?
I was trying to be me.
Like, to be honest, let's talk about this because I think it's a really difficult thing for women. I think.
Dressing for the occasion.
Because, especially like people like me and you, because at heart, we're like tomboy-y type. We want to be comfy, don't we? And we want to dance like dickheads. Yeah. But we want to look
good while we're doing
sexy.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I have to keep reminding myself, and it never works, is that like in the times that I have randomly just gone out on a spontaneous time looking below average, right, with no effort, with flat shoes on, I have had the best night. And I'm going back before in my single days here, I'm going right back to my started going out days. Like, I used to get more attention when I'm not done up like a dickhead than when I was... Yeah, I got more attention not being done up because I think you just look more happy and more available.
You look like you need a home to go to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do. But before Amsterdam,
you look more approachable.
Before Amsterdam, I hadn't worn heels in literally years. Like I hadn't worn heels in that long that those shoes that I wore to Amsterdam broke. Like they were hanging on by a thread anyway. I didn't even realise because I hadn't worn them. And they broke. And I would have worn those shoes again because they were the most comfortable heels I had, but they weren't available. So I had to make do.
Yeah.
So I don't do heels. No. I don't do it.
But I like... See, there's such a mix. If I look back, there's such a mix identity of me going out because obviously times change over the years. So it used to be when it was proper raving days, when you used to have... Like everyone went for the DJ. I'm going back to vinyl days, people. I'm not going back to like this digital decks shit. I'm going back to vinyl when people used to watch the DJ. Like it's not a done thing now, but every club you used to go to, everyone used to pay attention to the DJ and the mixes and like no one cared what they looked like. They did care what they looked like, but there was no like fake tan. There was no like hair extensions, no eyelash extensions. Like no one cared about their brows back then. We used to just pluck them off till they was all gone.
I've seen the pictures.
Have you seen a picture of me with no brows?
Yes, mate.
Have you?
In fact, I'm going to put one right here. Yeah. You've had... I can't remember what I was doing. I was going through your Facebook for some reason.
Yeah.
I think I sent these pictures to you. I just found like an array of pictures of her back in the
Facebook
day, and I was like,
though,
"Fucking hell, you've had a glow up." Fucking hell.
You know, because I got my daughter a phone. I might be a little bit ashamed of it, but she wanted a phone for her birthday, so I got her a phone. And
how old is she? Sorry,
6.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Got her a phone because she likes YouTube, and I'm sick of her going on my YouTube, and I'm sick of her freaking going on my Snapchat and shit. I don't even use Snapchat, right? But I've got it for the filters because it's fun. But she goes on my Snapchat, and one time she went on the business Instagram, the Brow and Co Studios Instagram, and posted a reel of herself with me shouting in the background, right? And her going, yeah, love you, and posted it.
Yeah, I recall.
I'm surprised she didn't put a caption on it. She's that fucking smart. And she was 5 then. So, like, I thought, I'm sick of her going on my phone. There's too much shit on there. There's too much, do you know what I mean, potential.
It's too much nasty shit.
So much nasty shit on that phone, man. So, I got her a phone. But she's not allowed to, you know, do things what we normally do on it. But she's got WhatsApp, and she's got, like, all her family in it.
That's cute. Give her my
And
number.
Alex, who's her stepbrother, who's Paul's son, my stepson, he's got a phone, and he's 7. And so they FaceTime each other and WhatsApp each other. Just
so
WhatsApp
cute.
emojis to each other and gifs.
That's so cute.
So yeah, what was I saying now? I've gone right off topic there. So I said to Gracie, do you want Mommy to send you some old photos of you when you was born and stuff like that? Because I've still got them all on my phone. And so she said, yeah. So, like, I was sending her all these photos of me and Gracie when she was a little baby. Pre-nose jobs. Pre-teeth. Pre-nose jobs. Any lip filler.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I've only had them done twice in my life.
Really?
Right, yeah.
Nice lips.
Yeah, thanks. And, but it's very first time having lip filler at all.
I really want
Any
some
filler?
more, you know.
Any filler?
Want some more. I really do.
Yeah, I haven't had anything done. I'm going to forget what I'm talking about again, but
Yeah, go on.
I haven't had any filler for a long time. Anyway.
Laurie, go like this.
Anyway.
Again, go on.
I've had
Raise your
Botox recently. I
eyebrows.
haven't had it for fucking 8,
Raise
9
your
months.
eyebrows. Well, that's more movement than there was before.
Yeah, because it's not been 2 weeks yet. Anyway, I sent her these pictures, and she said, "Who is that?" I said, "What?" And she went, "Who's that, Mummy?" And I went, "That is Mummy." She went, "You look nothing like you do now, Mummy." And I was like, I swear that's a good or a bad thing.
Wow.
Is that a bad thing?
I think that's a good thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing that you don't look like you used to.
But it used to be fashionable to look like that then.
Yeah. I mean, I always thought, when I first met you, the only difference is your nose and your teeth. But like, even your nose doesn't look that different. And I thought you were really beautiful.
Oh, there's one of me, right? Because I took Gracie and my ex, so Gracie's dad. I took us all to Ibiza for like a family Ibiza holiday for Matt's birthday. Oh my God. So when I was looking for these photos to send her, there's this one of me. I look like an ugly dog. No, I'm not joking. No wonder me and Matt split up.
Well, it wasn't that though.
No, and it wasn't that. But,
Obviously.
But I thought, fuck, I would not like to wake up to that. I mean, it was a bad picture, I think.
Yeah.
Because I could take some really good photos, but I could take some really bad ones.
I was
as
so
well.
upset when you went to get your teeth done, you know.
I know, but are you glad now?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm good. They look great, obviously. And it's weird seeing you
Let's
without
put
them
a
now.
picture in of my old teeth.
Yeah, all right. But
Come on.
right, they were like part of your character, and I
know,
really
yeah,
loved them. I loved them so much.
Have I lost any character?
Yeah.
Have I?
No, no.
That
Obviously,
cut me hard.
no.
then, that
Obviously not. You're still lovely, but yeah, it's
You're getting your teeth done though, and your teeth are literally lovely.
No,
and
they're
you've got they are. See.
but they're actually not.
Mine were like this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were crooked, but they were beautiful.
Yours are beautiful. And your little. What are you going to do about that? Because she's got a little. Sorry, I have to remember that we have audible people listening So we have to explain what we're doing with our actions.
With your words.
With our words and actions. Yeah?
Yeah.
So, Katie has a piercing in her gum. Is it gum? No.
Frenulum.
The frenulum.
Frenulum.
Frenulum. Wow, I never knew that it was called that.
So is that.
That's your frenulum. It's got a bit of gibbly bits in your mouth.
It's like your banjo. What's wrong with that?
It's very sweet. And it's cold.
Because it's been sitting there for fucking 15 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, go on. Frenulum.
Frenulum. It reminds me of that bit that attaches the foreskin to the belly.
Phalange. That's what they look like. They're called.
Phalanges are your fingers and toes.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
No. Why would I? No.
Phalanges are not here.
These bones called your phalanges. You've got like your something like distal phalanges and something else. There's like 3 parts of each.
Wow.
Called your phalanges.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going to phalange you.
You're going to phalange me? I love that.
I don't think you would.
So we had a lovely time at them. So we got a game as well, didn't we? We got a new game, which we haven't played yet. We was going to play when we was in Liverpool at the, around the Have a Word show, but we didn't have time because we was hungover.
Tell you what, right? When we're going back to Liverpool at the weekend.
Yeah.
Excuse
Thursday.
me.
We're going back this week as well.
We're going to record a Patreon episode, aren't we? And we're going to have Paul on it.
Yeah.
Right? And we're going to play this game. So we'll do that Patreon episode for after this. So when people are watching this, they'll be like, oh.
Yes.
So Thursday, yeah? If you're watching this now, on
Make
Thursday.
sure you sign up to our Patreon, just £3 a month, and you will get to see Paul. It's a game called Cum Shot, right? And it
Cum
is.
Face. It's called Cum
Is it
Face.
Cum Face? Oh, sorry, yeah.
Cum Face.
Cum Face. And it's basically you just have to wank off a plastic cock until. Do you know? I didn't realise it was for the other person.
Yeah, no, I realised that now as well.
So you don't.
It makes sense.
You put a liquid in this thing, and then the faster someone does it, it means that they spray cum in the other one's face or whatever's in the liquid. Yeah.
You just fill it with cum. No?
What, his own cum.
Not Paul's, no.
Oh, whose cum then?
No, get some off the black dark web. Get some off the dark web.
What, from Pony Guy?
Oh, God. That's vile.
Do you know what? I reckon we got fucking stopped on there. I reckon YouTube didn't like that, you know.
Really?
I reckon. Because we put up, if you're watching this, you've probably seen episode 2 where we put in a picture of my little pony cum in a jar, and I don't think YouTube likes it.
YouTube needs to get a grip, really, don't they?
Yeah, I did say that we're providing things for over 18.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not for the kids channel, is it? Really?
Not really,
this?
no.
And some people won't like this kind of talk.
You're right there.
Yeah. These are my fun beads.
Oh, that is fun.
They're anal beads as well.
They double up as both.
Yes, so that'll be fun, won't it?
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
We're going on the Mild High Club pod, aren't we?
We're also being guests on the Mild High Club podcast.
Very exciting.
With Dean and Amy. And they're just as vulgar as us, aren't they?
They are. It's going to be brilliant.
It's going to be just
fucking brilliant.
A big mashup of sickness.
Yeah.
So we're doing that on Sunday. So we can't wait for that episode. And hopefully they get some good reels out of that.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
We can share to you guys.
Speaking of which, so they sent us some info about the pod, and I started thinking about these questions, right? You know, the ones that you sent me.
Oh yeah. So Amy, who's the co-host on the Mild High Club podcast, she sent us standard questions that she asked every guest, or they ask every guest to come prepared with the answers. So what was the?
Well,
I'm
not going to use this one. Yeah, I'm obviously not going to use this one, but
it got you thinking.
Got me thinking, and I think I was talking to one of my clients about it yesterday as well. And it was like a red flag with my ex when I should have just been like, nah. Apart from that rap as well. There was that rap that was terrible. But I was here in Torquay. They were in their hometown, right?
Yeah.
And we'd only slept together once at this point because, like, I slept with
Is
this.
this your ex?
Yeah, slept with
Dick.
This yeah. Slept with this person, and then came home to Torquay for Christmas, and they went to their hometown. Anyway, so we were messaging, and I was sending some lovely pictures and videos of me in a schoolgirl's outfit, doing some things that I'm sure
What things, Katie?
Doing some things.
I'd like to hear it.
I'm just doing some things with some toys, you know. Yeah, it was great. And in these videos, right, I can't remember whether it was captioned, like, or whether I said it. I would imagine it was captioned because I'd cringe myself out if I said it. But I called him Daddy. Do you know what he called me back? Daughter.
Fuck off.
He called me daughter. Well, that's when I should have known. I really should have known at that point.
Yeah.
Not even like my daughter, as in like daughter. He called me daughter.
Wow.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Why?
Really, it's made me go.
Ick,
It's
ick,
made
ick.
me go itchy.
It's ick.
It's icky,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Sticky icky that.
Sticky icky. And I
Dick.
thought,
Sticky icky dicky.
sticky icky dick.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That's nasty.
We had a work do as well, didn't we?
We did have a work do.
A little work do.
Yeah.
And when we got back to my house, I tried some Coca-Cola.
She didn't. She fucking didn't. You didn't try any Coca-Cola. You mixed it with coffee, mate.
That's what I'm getting to.
Right. Okay. Let me just explain.
Go on.
Katie, you literally, there was a grain of Coca-Cola, right? And Katie said, I need to do this with coffee, mate. Now, I don't know whether, have we spoke about this?
No.
Okay, so when we was in Turkey, Katie came with me to have my nose done in Turkey. And because we was bored in the room, because we had to stay in because I looked like a fucking troll, we had to just make ourselves...
Can you put a picture here?
Thanks.
Okay, go on, sorry.
We had to entertain ourselves, didn't we, in the room? Mm-hmm. So we spent a lot of time just doing mad, weird shit. Anyway, I thought it'd be great because Katie does not do any drugs or anything like that. She's a very good girl, right? So I said to Katie, I will give you £150 if you sniff a line of Coffee Mate.
I'm like...
Coffee Mate is...
I was obsessed with it.
Yeah,
though.
so we, in the room, you get a little tea caddy in the hotels and stuff. Well, rather than give you like little sachets of milk, they give you little sachets of Coffee Mate, which is like powdered milk. And we was really enjoying it with our tea, weren't we? In the little polystyrene cups.
Fuck, it was so good.
So creamy and delicious, right? So I thought, how much do you really love Coffee Mate? Sniff a line of it, I'll give you £150. Not thinking that she would actually do it because Katie's so fucking weird. She won't even put chicken in her mouth. Do you know what I mean? Like, and she's not a vegetarian, so, you know, or a pescatarian or anything like that. She just won't. She's just weird about stuff. So I thought, no way is she going to sniff. Like, she's not a pro at sniffing anything. So she's not going to do it. I thought, no way in hell. Like, I'm secure here. But I just wanted to push the boundaries because I was bored.
I was bored and rich.
Well, I was quite flush at the time.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know, because I hate when people bet you something and then they don't pay up. So like, so I thought, well, I am prepared to lose it. Like, if she does this, I'll be so proud of her. You know, just that she's like overcome her fear of anything like entering her.
Yeah, but it's Coffee Mate.
Drugs, chicken, anything. So, and she went, she went, what, you'll give me £150? And I went, I swear on my kids' lives, I will give you £150 if you sniff this line of coffee, mate. And she went, okay, all right then. And I was like, are you going to do it? And she was like, yeah. So we filmed it. We put it on my story, didn't I? Because I thought it was the best thing I've ever seen. So I like cut her a line of coffee, mate. It was like this long, weren't it?
Yeah.
Did you do it in 2 halves?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it in 2 halves because she couldn't handle the full whack, the creaminess. So she just sniffed this line of freaking coffee, mate.
Yeah, it was fucking
So
lovely.
proud of you.
But now, right, so since then, I've had to have Coffee Mate, like wherever I am.
She
if I'm in
carries it
Brighton,
round
yeah,
with her?
I'm saying, like, I might take a little baggie of Coffee Mate around with me because I fancy it. Like, I have it in my tea and my coffee and everything, but sometimes I just want a line of it.
Created a monster.
Have we got any here?
I don't think we have. Unless
Just
you
need
bought
a little bit.
Unless you bought any in, I don't know.
I'll get and check in a minute. But aside from that, there was
So,
Coca-Cola in it, Laurie. It burnt my nose, and I tried. You're not proud of me. I'm actually pissed off that you're not even allowing me to have this.
So anyway, so I was like, come on now, Katie, that's not right. You know, that's not
It's not natural.
She was like, it burnt me. And I was like, there was nothing in it.
Yeah, but can you imagine if there was, Laurie? Because it hurt me. I've got a very delicate little nose.
No, I'm sorry, but there just wasn't.
Yes, there was.
And then anyway,
hang on a minute. No,
she sniffed a grain.
Hang on a minute. You made the line for me. Yes, you did.
You redone it?
No, I didn't. I just added some Coffee Mate. I did the line that you made for me, so don't tell me there was nothing in it.
So that was our night after our night out.
Yeah.
Just like smashing it and that, like just fucking just going all wild and shit
on
getting
Coffee
fucked
Mate.
up on Coffee Mate and all that. Yeah.
Wild times.
But we got back quite early though, didn't we? So we had it was a civilized night.
I got in very late the other night.
We got back at 1.
That's
and
so
then
good.
we watched a bit of telly. And then you fell asleep on the sofa. I did a little bit as well, and then we went to sleep. And I think I slept until about 2 o'clock the next day.
Yeah, you did. Slipped you one of them.
Slept in one of them.
It was good.
Lovely that.
It was good, that, innit? Yeah, I stayed out really late last weekend. I haven't stayed out that late in ages.
Oh, what, when we was out?
Yeah.
When we was in Liverpool?
Yeah, that was like 5 a.m.
5 a.m.?
I don't know who I thought I was.
I know, you didn't even come back to Paul's, did you? Stayed out.
Yeah. I'm still out. Yeah. Amazing.
Did you go out? Did
I went
pop
out. No, I popped out.
You went out.
Should
What you got for me?
we talk about? Do you remember I told you in the car about the sloppy kisses?
Oh my
I
god!
I should share that.
Yeah, we need to get some like some thoughts on this.
God,
We need to get some comments on this.
surely no one actually enjoys this, right? So I was seeing this guy years ago,
Yeah.
and he would literally fucking drown me when he kissed me. It was so wet. I can't even explain. I can't even explain how wet these kisses were, right? So if we were kissing, I'd have to like hold his chest at a certain point, right? So that he couldn't get closer to me and like...
That's bad when you have to do that.
Hold him at bay,
Shit.
right?
That's bad.
Yeah. So I think I said something to him once about it after I was holding him at bay. And he goes, bearing in mind, right, this man's in his 30s. He spent 30 years doing this on purpose. And he was like, do you not like sloppy kisses? So
Does anyone
this
like sloppy kisses?
guy has been
His whole
purposely...
life?
His whole life has purposely been giving what he himself describes as sloppy kisses. He's purposely trying to give sloppy kisses.
Yeah, I reckon he gets off on his nan and that. Because your nans always give sloppy kisses.
He lived with his nan.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he lived with his nan.
No.
Yeah, lived with his nan.
Now that explains things.
Oh,
Nasty nanny.
But you just hate it though, like when you kiss someone and they kiss the same as you and you think it's going to be so fucking good and then it isn't.
Yeah.
Hate that.
Sad. I think it's a deal breaker. It's like finished.
Yeah.
If you're a fucking shit kisser, or if you don't kiss like me, if you can't be moulded, Nanny must have moulded him hard.
Oh my God, please. Please.
Come here, dear. Oh, shit. What's about them? Yeah, that is creepy.
Nasty, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and he was fucking kissing your mouth.
Kiss your nan with that mouth?
Yeah, nans do
literally.
though. Nans do that.
They do on the mouth.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Nans are little slags, really, aren't they? I reckon.
Yeah.
It's got bad, dark desires.
Nasty.
I've got a funny find.
Go on.
But it is controversial.
Aren't we?
And some people might be like, yes, so what? All that. But I just found it. I've never, I think this is like 5 years old.
Come on, show me.
It's a book. Okay? It's a book. It's Christmas related. But it's a book that I found that is for sale. So I've seen it on Google, right? This funny find, this book. It's about Santa. Yeah? Kids book. Not an adult book. It's a kids book. And I thought, I wonder if that is for sale. It is. It's on Amazon. Okay? It's called Santa's Husband. Okay? Yeah. Santa's Husband. Let me find the description. Offering a fresh twist on Kris Kringle, clever yet heartfelt book that tells the story of a black Santa, his white husband.
Now hold on. Go on.
His white husband.
Yeah.
And their life in the North Pole. Everyone knows that Santa Claus is jolly, but in Santa's Husband, this cherished symbol of the holiday season, is also black and gay. And married to an equally cheery man. In this witty and sweet illustrated Christmas tale, humour writer Daniel Kibblesmith introduces us to Mr. and Mr. Claus and gives us a glimpse of their lives together. We see the Clauses sitting by the fire in their cosy North Pole home, vacationing on the beach, having an occasional disagreement. I wonder what about. Celebrating their wedding day and comforting each other when some loudmouth people on the television angrily dispute Santa's appearance and lifestyle choices.
Oh, that's quite cute.
In the weeks before Christmas, Santa's husband helps with all the pre-Christmas work, from double-checking lists to feeding the reindeer. Organic gluten-free grains, of course.
Of course.
Why?
Of course.
But it's just, right, it's lovely. But it's too much.
They're trying too hard.
They're trying too hard to be, let's make it the opposite of everything and so current. Like, what? Like, why? Just fucking leave it alone. Yeah. Sorry. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. That's my thoughts anyway. I've got no problems with black gay Santas, but don't try and change the story. Don't change the story.
There was
That's like us trying to, that's like Christians, right? Trying to change the Book of Allah, right, to something that's more acceptable to other people. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. There's what was I can't remember what I was watching the other day, but people were talking about the new Little Mermaid. It's not that new anymore, is it?
I know, yeah.
And they were
black,
like,
isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were like, why?
Yeah.
Why? They're trying too hard.
Trying too hard to make a point.
Like making like Aladdin but with an Englishman.
Yeah, but can you imagine it being the other way round? Like, it's not being gender neutral or race neutral or whatever, because it's trying to go, anything that was white, they're trying, or some things that were, they're trying to go that way. It's not a neutral thing. It's not a do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. It's not done the other way around.
Well, speaking of,
do you know anything that's done the other way around?
No,
I feel like,
go on.
Like people are trying to make a point that I'm not racist. We're not racist. Like,
yeah.
And you don't.
Nobody said that you were.
No one said that you were. Don't fucking leave it as it is. Like,
but, right. So, Jazz had a housemate.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've told you this.
Yes.
Do you remember?
You did,
right.
Yes.
So she had a housemate who was non-binary.
Yeah.
And them and their partner were both people of colour. I think that's correct.
Is that what you're saying now?
I think so. I don't know, but
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And they were arranging this like pride event, like pride party for people of colour, so like gay people of colour.
For gay people of colour, weren't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And when I was round their house before me and Jazz left, they were like, "Oh, you can come. You can come. You can come.
You're of colour.
Yeah.
You're gay."
And then I was talking to Jazz about it in the car, and she was like, "Yeah, I can't come though." And I was like, "What?" Like, this is my girlfriend, right? Yeah. But she had spoken to her housemate about it, and they had said
she can't come.
That she can't come because she's white. And I was like, "What?" And like the whole point behind this pride event thing, right, was she was saying that like people of colour who feel like they've been discriminated against and like victimised and stuff by white people, so that it needs to be a safe place. I was like, right, but can you imagine, right? If it was the other way around. If there was a group of white people who had all had some sort of run-in with a person of colour, like I don't know, just anything that just made them uncomfortable or scared or whatever. So they had an event where they were like, no black people allowed, even if it was awful, like a partner, a partner of one of the invited. Like, I was like, what? Can you imagine? And that's awful. That the thought of that scenario, what you just said, is terrible. It's awful. I was so angry. So like the fact that it's the other way around, it's the same thing. It's the same feeling of awfulness. Yeah. But like when I was talking to Jazz about it, I was like, did you not say something? Like, did you not say anything? She was like, well, I don't feel like I can. Like, she didn't feel like she could because the majority of her housemates weren't white, and like they'd fucking, jump on her. So like that's just. So she was like, I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say anything because I don't feel like I can. And I was like that's fucking awful. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to go and support that. Like, if people want to support something, then let them support it. What the? Like, you're white, you can't sit with us. Literally, like, weird, isn't it? I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. Don't tick all the boxes, love. No. Gay, yes. White, absolutely not. No, yeah. You can't come. She was white as well. She was ginger white. Yeah. She was ginger white. Yeah. Gingivitis. Yeah. Wow. Crazy shit. Yeah. Got some serious issues here. But, that to me, that was the point of me showing that. It's like, you're trying too hard. Yeah. Like, come on. Mm-hmm. Even the reindeer food is gluten-free and vegan. It's okay for you. Fucking weird, isn't it? Like, why? Yeah, that's weird. That's very weird. There's a children's book. I've got to try and find it. Hang on. I'm just going to... Bear with me. I'm going to try and find this. Bear with. Hello, everyone. Sorry. I've just bought a book, right? So for the purpose of the podcast. For the purpose of the podcast. Purpose of the podcast. So I'm going to read all of it, and you're going to fucking enjoy it. All of it? Yeah. Oh. Yep. It's a children's book, right? And it's called Do You Want to Play With My Balls? Oh, yes, please. Hey, Louie, do you want to play with my balls? Sure, Chuck. I can hold your ball sack so it won't drag on the ground. Oh, I feel like I want to read it with you. Like, I feel like I want to be Chuck. Like, I'll be Chuck. Is there two characters? Yeah, but isn't that just going to be difficult with this like this? Go on then. Because there's not all of the bits say who's saying it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, go on. Sorry. Wow, your balls are so big, I can't even fit them in my mouth. This is a children's book? Yes. Fucking my mum's always yelling, Louie, get those balls out of your mouth before you choke. You know that mean girl, Sally? She squeezed my balls so hard they looked funny. Yeah, well, when I play with Sally, I always end up with blue balls. And there's a picture and she's taking all the other balls except for the blue ones. Billy Johnson made Sally cry last week. Now that kid's got balls. Not anymore. Yesterday, Sally kicked Billy's balls so hard he lost one. Look, Louis, your dog is licking my balls. Let's roll them on Sparky's fur. Girls hate hairy balls.
What the fuck?
You know, Chuck, if we show Sally our hairy balls, she'll scream for sure.
Is it a joke, kids' book?
It must be, surely.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, but I don't know. I kind of like Sally. I wish she would just play nice with my balls. Yeah, me too. Hi, Sally. Do you want to play with our balls? Sure, but only if I can play with both of your balls at the same time.
What?
The end. Wow, I paid fucking £5 for
paid
that.
a fiver for that.
Wow.
That's insane.
That's
a kid. What does it say? I want to see what it says. What does it say?
What do you mean, what's it say?
Has it got like a rating, like an age thing for it? Because if it has...
I know, but I'm just looking at other ones here. Customers also bought books called All My Friends Are Dead.
What?
It's a dinosaur. Right, hang on a minute. Anyway, let me see what the reviews say.
There's so many nonces in the children's world.
Yeah.
So many
Someone said, this is too far.
Really? My 7-year-old loves this story. He finds it hilarious. Not really for kids. Wait till they get a little bit older, it to scream. I cannot put into words how brilliant this is. Is that it?
Yeah. Oh, what is it?
Most recent. It's got to be more than that. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Wow, it's £5 I'll never see again.
Do you remember? Do you remember the 21st night of September? Do you remember a kids program called Rainbow?
No.
With Zippy and Bungle.
Zippy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's from a program called Rainbow.
Wasn't it called?
No, it's Rainbow. No.
What's that thing called with the carousel though?
Yeah, you're on about the
Magic Roundabout.
Yeah,
sorry, yeah, go on, Rainbow, yeah.
So Zippy, Bungle and George. George was the pink gay one. George. It's used to be like that. I'm George.
Go on.
And you had Jeffrey, who was the adult human man, right? But there's so many sexual innuendos in all of those episodes. One of them in particular talks about balls a lot. And it's on, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. It's on YouTube. You can find it, like Rude Rainbow or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But it's like, how the fuck did they get away with it?
Yeah.
And that was back in like the 70s when it was all like fucking nonce-central. It was nonce-central back then.
Yeah, it was.
Nonces all over the fucking BBC and whatever, you know, bare nonces.
Yeah.
Talking about nonces, right? This is also very controversial.
Yeah.
And you probably, I mean, you don't listen. I hope that you do not listen to our podcast whilst children can hear.
Surely not.
It's terrible. We're terrible humans.
Bad move if you do.
But like, I'm gonna put something out there, right?
Yeah.
And it's gonna make you think a bit, right? Okay, so Santa Claus is the most successful nonce.
You've said this before when I said, who would you be most disappointed?
Yeah, who would I be most disappointed to be a nonce? Yeah. And it would be Santa. But also on the flip side of that, if he is a nonce, imagine if he just was a massive nonce.
Yeah, and they've just twisted
that's
the
dark,
like,
isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a dark thought. Because think about it. A man who your kids don't know come into your house
while
and
you're
give
asleep.
you gifts while you're asleep and you're not allowed to wake up.
Fucking, that's dark.
It's dark, isn't it?
Yeah, that's horrible.
Do you know what, right? I could write a nonce movie about Santa Claus, but it would ruin Christmas forever.
That'd be so good, though.
It would be good, wouldn't it? Be a good turn of events.
Yeah.
Better than like that blooming husband shit.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's inclusive and all that, but this is it's dark.
Yeah, but
But
that
think
could
about
happen.
it.
Do you know what I think? Right, it's moving away from the nonce thing, but still on the Santa Claus thing.
Yeah.
All these Christmas films, right?
Yeah.
Like Elf, for example, and all of the fucking Christmas films ever, basically, when the parents are like, they laugh at the kids when the kids are like, Santa Claus did this, like I saw Santa Claus, blah blah blah. Who the fuck do they think is giving them these presents that Santa has delivered?
Yeah.
That's a massive flaw in all of the stories.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh my God, when they finally do see Santa, but all of these years, Santa's been delivering presents and they haven't been like, well, I didn't get those.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, yeah.
Stupid.
It is stupid. But back to Santa being a nonce, right? Like, I delved deep into my brain and I was like, if you think about it, so now say if like Santa Claus never existed in today's culture, right? And say, because all of these old historical cultures come from a long time ago, don't they? So like religions and whatever. That's the stories that have stuck throughout time and got passed on, right? But imagine like starting new stories. No, new stories don't get started, do they? Like new cultural things don't get started now.
Yeah, 'cause people aren't as stupid as they used to be.
Yeah. And we hang on to these old traditions and cultures and religions and shit like that for fucking thousands of years. But imagine if Santa didn't exist and someone just went, listen, I got this geezer here, his name's Nick. Right? He wants to deliver. He wants to come into your house, right? And he wants to give your kids presents while they're asleep, but they're not allowed to wake up, right? They've got to stay asleep. And they've got to give him alcohol. They've got to give him some alcohol and some pie, right? And he's going to come down the chimney. He's going to leave some presents there. And he wants to go to all of your...
Good.
Only if you've been good.
And if you stay asleep.
If you're on the good list. Yeah.
Stay asleep.
Stay asleep, you'll get some presents, but you're not allowed to see who he is. Because no one can know who he is because he's a big, fat, massive nonce.
Yeah. Just Jimmy Savile.
Oh, yeah.
He always wore a red tracksuit, didn't he?
Yeah, he did wear a red tracksuit. Yeah, maybe it's like a nonce cult.
Yeah.
Like secret. Oh, my God. Fuck me. It's scary, isn't it, really?
Weird,
I know I'll probably ruin Christmas for a few people there, but... think about it. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
Santa is the most successful nonce in history. I've said it. There you go. I've said it. Yeah. All right, we'll put it to bed now.
It makes sense, though.
It does make sense.
Who wrote the Bible?
Loads of like religious people who could write, because no one could write, could they? Apart from religious monkey people.
That is not a very nice way.
You know what I'm saying? Monks, not monks.
Also, actually, was it you who asked me if there was like slavery in the UK?
Yeah.
Was there slavery in the UK?
I don't know. Google it. Right, so you know how like black slavery was very known in like America, weren't it? But was it was there slavery in the UK for black people? Was there? Find out. Katie's Googling right now. Was there?
While slavery had no legal basis in England, the law was often misinterpreted. Black people previously enslaved in the colonies overseas and then brought to England by their owners were still often treated as slaves.
But not as bad. Not as bad.
So I don't think that you could get a slave in the UK.
You could bring them back with you, like a little present.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice to have you home for Christmas. What have you got me for?
I've got a lovely girl called Katie here. She's lovely. Look at her, look how pretty she is.
I said I usually sleep in the van, right, when I go to Paul's house. but the battery was dead, so I would have been fucking freezing. So I slept on the sofa. It was so nice, and I was in there like, this is nice. I was like, I feel like one of those house slaves.
The ones
the sexy ones that get fucked.
Yeah. You get nice dresses and that. You got a nice duvet.
Yeah, I was like,
it's a nice duvet.
Oh, wow.
I washed it for you. I washed it for you.
That was the best sleep I've had at Paul's.
I washed it for you, didn't I? It smelled like washing. Smell lovely. Fresh.
Lovely. And I brought a hand soap to the bottom bathroom so I could just go to the toilet, wash my hands, go and snuggle back into my luxurious bed on the sofa. It was very nice.
Moving up.
Moving up in the world, aren't I?
Yeah. We've got some crucial topics today.
I know.
Haven't we?
Yeah. I'm still confused about the whole road crossing thing.
What?
When we were in the service station and I said to you about, it's weird that whenever you cross the road, no matter what side of the road you cross from, the traffic comes from the right.
Yeah, but it's just to do with the side of the side of the road that we drive on, and the side. Yeah, okay, I can't go into this, man, because it boggles my head, but I know what I'm talking about. It depends on the side of the road that you cross on, based with the side of the road that we drive on. So it always ends up being to the right. We have to look. Get it? It's the most confused I've ever seen you. Yeah. We'll leave that one there. Yeah. I want to talk about another pressing subject. Go on. So my mom, right, Deborah. I'm not gonna say any names, and I'm not gonna make it as personal as you'd like. But my mom's friend, right, her daughter lives very far away, and she emigrated there to, I think we'll say it's called New Zealand. Anyway, so she's pregnant, right? So she was with someone, and he was a dick, and she split up with him. But then, through her trauma, what I can only describe as it must be through her trauma, she's now pregnant with a man who is married, but she lives in the house with them. So she is in a polyamorous. She's a polyamorous. Is that how you say it?
Polyamorous relationship.
She's in a polyamorous relationship, and they've got a baby. So the husband and wife have got a baby, and now she's pregnant with his baby, and they live together, and they're in a throuple. They're in a throuple.
Strange.
Isn't it?
That's strange to me.
It's very fucking strange to a lot of people, but definitely to me. I'm like, Mum, I can't understand it. And it's just crazy how it's just come about.
So do the women fuck as well? Do they fuck each other? Or is it only a thing when he's there?
I don't know. I think it depends on the throuple, but who knows?
Because if the women aren't fucking, then that's not a throuple. That's just he's got two misses.
Yeah, he's a cock, basically.
Yeah.
But apparently she's dead happy. She's happy, isn't she?
Yeah.
But
fair enough.
Fuck
but fucking hell.
I watched a documentary about polyamorous relationships. And I just find it, I can appreciate each to their own, yeah. But I just don't get it. I just don't understand that. There must, I'm going to sound like a dick now, but I don't care. There must be something that's happened to them. The trauma of what he done to her ex. I think there's a lot of trauma there, and it's she's gone to the extreme.
Trauma will do that to a person.
Yeah, I think that's her way of dealing with it. And okay, if that's her way of dealing with it and it makes her happy, but it's got something to do with her trauma of that past relationship. I don't care what you say.
Is this her first child then?
Yeah. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do they take it in turns? Is there a rota? A rota?
Sexual
Yeah,
rota.
or sleeping in the bed,
I don't
the
know. I
marital
just think,
bed.
oh yeah, maybe they've got a
Yeah.
big bed.
Is it though?
I don't
Would you
know.
really want to sleep with two people in the same bed? I fucking wouldn't. Just one's enough, innit? Fucking
I
mad,
don't
innit?
know. Like I really would need to know the dynamics between like,
I know,
are they all
I
sleeping
wish,
together?
I wish I was that confident enough to be able to go, listen, I need to know what's going on here for my own sanity.
Some of my clients from Brighton were in open relationships.
Yeah,
Just different,
I've
innit?
heard of that, yeah.
But
And I don't get that still,
I
don't get it, but I understand that some people they do that for safety. I think a lot of reasons, because I think monogamy is like, I think it's hard. Some people will say it's hard to admit to stay with one person. Like you could just be with one person for the rest of your life, but that's, to me, that's standard. Like if you marry someone, then that's a standard to me.
yeah.
But to other people, it's not. And like, that's fine, off you fuck. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be involved in that.
Yeah. Didn't you just cheat on Paul in your dream though?
Oh, yeah.
That was
Apparently,
so sad.
apparently, Dream Me is a slag, because Paul has had so many dreams where I'm just cheating on him left, right, and centre. It's awful, isn't it? What does it mean? Let's have a look what it means. Right. Should we look at the dream meaning?
Yeah.
But apparently I'm a proper slag. He said he's seen it on video. This was his dream last night, by the way. He said he got sent me being a slag and cheating on him in this video, and he watched it. And then when he confronted me about it, I was like, well, what did you expect?
That's so sad. That's so horrible. You're such a bitch.
Such a bitch. Such a dream bitch.
You're a fucking awful bitch.
As if that's just awful, isn't it? I'd hate Dream Me.
Yeah. I was thinking the other day when I was on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Imagine like just scrolling through and then seeing like your mum or something on there.
Yeah. Did I tell you about the our dinner lady?
No.
Oh my God, right. So in my secondary school in Birmingham, shout out Bishop Walsh in Sutton Coldfield. I was in year 9, and I remember we had a sexy dinner lady. She wasn't sexy, but she was sexy for a dinner lady, you know. So she was like the youngest one, like she had a pick of anyone, like, do you know what I mean? But all the kids fancied her, but she was just basic. She was just in her 30s, do you know what I mean? She was blonde. She looked like the fittest girl on the council estate, do you know what I mean? Like that kind, like she was the fittest dinner lady there ever was, probably. And she, because back then obviously didn't have phones and all that. We're going back a while now, yeah. So
Back BC.
BC. Yeah. And there was, all of a sudden, there was these rumours, and I thought, it's just bullshit. Do you know what I mean? We all just thought it was bullshit. But then there was like photocopies.
Oh, photocopies?
Photocopies.
It was that time.
It was that time.
Wow.
It was that fucking old. That it was photocopies of her sucking dick. And you kind of think, okay, you, like my first thoughts were, it can't be her, right? But then you looked at it and it was fucking her. She had a mole here, right? And the mole was there while she was sucking dick. There was like photocopies of her in different positions, having sex, sucking dick.
So hang on, was it like
with their fucking leg around her head and that? I mean, to be
Polaroid
fair,
or
she
what?
was going
like
for
a
it.
photocopy of what?
Photocopy of like the video on the
there was a
computer.
video.
Yeah, there was a video.
Fucking hell.
Terrible, isn't it?
Dinner lady's not so bad though, but like, there's so many.
She got sacked. And her
What,
kid
for
went
that?
to the school, mate. Her kid went to the fucking school. Terrible. Can't remember what her name was. Like Lindsay or something like that.
She sounds like a Lindsay.
Yeah. She looked like a Lindsay.
Did she?
Sorry if you're called Lindsay. I don't know what Lindsay looked like. Right. If you were cheated on in the past, it's really common to have dreams or nightmares about it happening again, according to Barr. Who's Barr? If your current partner did the deed, it's an indication you need to continue rebuilding that trust. Ah, me and Paul have got good trust.
Yeah.
Like really good. Like above average.
I know.
If a past partner cheated on you, you might be afraid of happening again. I mean, I don't think anyone's cheated on Paul. I've been cheated on, but I didn't dream about it. And we've got a lot of trust for each other. Well, I've got trust for Paul. Why you wouldn't have trust for me? He told me, he trusts me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just reading the top one there. Why you keep having dreams about your partner cheating on you? Ever wake up from a dream and it felt so real it took a second to recover and come back to reality? Even though a partner didn't actually cheat, these dreams can feel so vivid they make you feel angry. Nothing beats the mental image of your partner going behind your back to start the day.
I fucking hate being dream cheated on.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if anyone, like, if you can vividly remember a particular dream about your partner and whether, they turned out to be true.
Well, I mean, I had dreams of on me.
Yeah. Yeah. Dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had dreams about that. But it used to piss me off. Like,
it is one of the most common top 5 dreams.
But if I dream that my partner's cheating, I mean, I wake up and tell them, I want them to be sorry.
Yeah. You want them to like
sympathise?
Reassure you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to look for if they've got a meaning. Sense that no, it's not giving me any meaning. Oh, you've been cheated on before. Yeah, but you're processing the past, maybe. Maybe a cheating dream might also mean you finally come to terms with the fact the next partner cheated on you. No. There's a third wheel in a relationship.
That's me.
If your partner doesn't have another partner or romantic interest, this dream may indicate that someone or something is getting between you. It could be a friend of theirs, a job, a new dog.
A new dog.
Really anything that makes you feel cheated out of your partner's time and attention.
It's me?
It's not you dickhead. You're our child. Shut your mouth. It's not you. This dream will serve as a message from your subconscious that you're feeling lonely or rejected. So this is Paul. Or that your relationship is currently unbalanced. I love you. Again, the best course of action is to talk to your partner about your loneliness and then come up with ways to prioritise each other again. Maybe because he's just dead busy and stuff like that. And we live apart, so it's hard, isn't it? Yeah. And we're doing podcasts and we're doing separate things all the time. And
I think that's important though, and that's why your relationship works so well.
It does.
Because you've got your own things as well as your together things.
We've got our own space. Anyone else who does any long distance relationships, get in touch. Reach out.
I do think that you do it very well though.
Do you think we do it well?
You do it very well.
We do, don't we?
Yeah.
Effortless as well.
It really is, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not even just saying that to make people think that everything's rosy. Like, it really is effortless. Obviously, like, I drive a lot. But it doesn't take from me.
Yeah.
It doesn't drain me. Like, I'm tired. But I'm tired I could be here and be tired with life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the difference in locations all the time. I like going here, I like going there.
That's what
I like a little mix up.
I loved that.
Yeah.
I loved that. Feel like that's why I'm like, just come to Liverpool with you.
Yeah, but I like that though.
No, it's nice now that we've started doing things like this as well.
Yeah.
And
we're going to get on every podcast
in the world.
Yes. you're going to see us a lot. We're going to be guests on a lot. A lot of our friends have got podcasts, especially up there. So
a lot.
You're going to see us a lot. Okay? I'm just going to warn you.
Lucky you.
Lucky us. Lucky you. Lucky us. Well, right then.
Shall we?
Should we get on with our day? You've got clients now, haven't you?
Yeah.
Wait, I just want to let you know that we're planning on changing this setup.
We're slowly easing out everything work-related.
Behind this camera, there's a workspace. I don't know whether any of you have seen it before, We did have 3 beds. We've now got 2 and a nail desk.
We did have a client seating area. Now they've got a little corner.
Yeah, they've got a corner over there. So what we're planning on doing is we're going to move it around. We're still going to have 2 beds because we still need to earn the money, honey. But we're going to swap it around, and we're going to have a big corner sofa over in the opposite corner to here of the studio. And so that we can have guests on. We're going to have pajama parties. We're going to have some fucking lock-ins, Brown & Co. lock-ins, Brown & Ho lock-ins even. We're going to be planning some days out.
Yes, we are. Well, if you've got any ideas for things that you would like us to do
to record, to film,
then
places to go, things to do, any little Patreon
anything
specials.
that you think, oh, do you know what would be hilarious? Laurie and Katie doing
Laurie
that.
and Katie doing that. Please just give us email us.
You can comment on this video. You can message us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Whatever you like.
What's our email? browsehosepod@hotmail.com.
Yes.
Send us an email, DM us on Instagram, on the Insta. Just give us any suggestions that you'd like to see us do.
Yeah. If you're listening to this on an audio streaming service, please leave us a review. It
and
really
download.
helps.
Set it to just automatic downloads so that we get the downloads in as well. And we're really enjoying ourselves. We're enjoying it. We're really enjoying it.
We are. We hope you are as well.
And we'll see you all soon.
Yeah. Oh, and Patreon, Thursday, there's going to be a wank off.
Yeah.
All right?
With Paul.
So if you want to see Paul wanking something off,
and getting
want to see
cum
us
in
two
his face.
wanking something off, then my OnlyFans, then get on the Patreon things.
Yeah. Right. See you later, guys.
See you
Love
later.
you loads. Bye, hoes.
Bye.
Bye.